It's my DVD and Blu-ray update for July 2025. Ahoy everybody, and welcome to my DVD and Blu-ray update. Not as many as there often is on these videos. This is basically everything I've watched since the last update, which was end of last month? No, end of May rather, I think. So it's just over a month's worth. It's sort of deceptive though, because I am currently ploughing through 2 big box sets for my TV. So I don't think I've got any TV to show here. I think this is all film and music and one-off DVDs. So I'm currently on disc... I think I've just watched disc 8 out of 40 something on the Star Trek Next Generation box set. And I'm... 3, 6, 9... Oh, God knows how many Into the Vikings, but I've watched disc 2 of season 5 part 1, so I think I've got a season and a bit to go on that. But obviously alternate, you know, I'm watching them, but we're just eating into a big box set. Eventually, once I finish with Vikings, I think then we're back onto individual releases that won't take as long, I think. In between the Star Treks. Anyway, so yes, this is what I've watched in the last month or so. So first up we have this, which I've just realised I'm recording all this with that sign on, which shouldn't be on because this isn't a music video. So I'll switch it off now. But I'm not going to re-record all that. Yes, so this is a gift passed on to me by my good friend Craig Huntley. Unfortunately, he couldn't find the 2 spikes that slip into there. But this is the Fantasm box set. So this was an Anchor Bay release, I believe. Yes. The first 4 Fantasm films. So we have Fantasm, Fantasm 2, Fantasm 3, Fantasm 4, and a bonus disc. So I don't really know what I feel about these films. I didn't hate them. They're mostly very low budget, and that shows. But for, you know, considering that, there's some really good effects. My favourite one was the 3rd one. That just seemed to work best for me, the whole thing. The first one was very good as well. Second one was okay. And the 4th one wasn't great. But overall, you know, I'm sort of glad I've seen them, and I enjoyed them enough that I've bought the 5th film, which has turned up, and it's a French language. You know, it's a French copy. I'm hoping it plays English language. I think it does. But yeah, for completeness' sake, I thought I better have the 5th film as well. But yeah, as I say, not magnificent. This has a little stand it can sit on. I really don't know what I'm going to... Now I've watched them, I really don't know where I'm going to put this, but might fit up there. But yeah, as I say, I'm glad I've watched them, and the 3rd one in particular, you know, I would say I properly enjoyed, and the other 3 I didn't hate. 4th one was really dodgy though. This is the DVD. Is it DVD or Blu-ray? Blu-ray. That came in the Guns N' Roses Use Your Illusion box set. Finally got round to watching that. So this is live at Ritz, New York in 1992, I think. No, 1991, May 16th, 1991. So this is a warm-up show for their Use Your Illusion tour. So this was before the albums had come out, but still at least half the tracks, if not more, are tracks from the Use Your Illusion albums. But yeah, really good, really high energy, everybody in really good form, and the crowd clearly loving it. That was a good watch. This is the indicator release on Blu-ray of Single White Female, a film I absolutely love and have on every format. I think I had it on VHS and certainly got it on DVD. But yeah, I mean, two actresses I'm a big fan of, Bridget Fonda and Jennifer Jason Leigh. So Bridget Fonda is cheated on by her fiance, decides to get a roommate, takes in Jennifer Jason Leigh, who is a bit of a nutball and starts obsessing over her and trying to take over her life. But yeah, just fantastic film, really well done, love it. This is The Darkness's Permission to Land Again CD and DVD box set. CD listened to ages ago and have talked about in a CD update. The DVD I finally got round to watching. So this has got all the promo videos from the Permission to Land era, including Christmas Time, Don't Let the Bells End, which was post the album, and including the ones that have got multiple versions. And it's got extra features with EPK stuff, outtakes, behind the scenes stuff. Then it's got them live at Nebworth 2003 supporting Robbie Williams, which is where I first saw them. I'm not entirely sure which day this was, but I've got a feeling it was the day I saw them that this was recorded. And then live at the Astoria in 2003, which is a headline gig at the Astoria. Both excellent live shows. This is Eat the Rich, which is a comic strip film. Double disc film. And I didn't realise. So, disc 1, it's got the original master, and disc 2 is the director's cut and bonus features. I put on the director's cut, assuming that was the version to watch. It is actually significantly shorter than the original film. So when I realised that, I then went back and whizzed through the original cut and just watched the bits that had been cut out. So I have seen it all. It's okay. Most interesting. So although it's a comic strip film, it's because it was produced by the comic strip and it was written and directed by Peter Richardson. But the comic strip regulars only have brief cameos in it. None of them have a significant role. It's a bit of a strange film. It has its moments. It was enjoyable. It held my attention. But it's sort of the cameos in it are sort of the most interesting thing about it. Lemmy from Motorhead has got quite a significant role in it. And he's very good, actually. But yeah, it's about basically uprising against the rich, basically. Without spoiling too much, although the title's a bit of a giveaway to the ending of the film. Yeah, it was nice to watch and having all the other comic strip stuff. I think I've got it all now anyway. This is Behind Convent Walls, which is a film by Valerian Borovich. I think that's how you say his name, I might be wrong. This is an Arrow release. So I have their previous releases of his stuff. He's a Polish director who worked primarily in Italy, I think it was, or France, I can't remember now. I think it was Italy, because this has got English and Italian audio. He, as you can probably tell just by the picture, he's sort of an erotic filmmaker, subversive, bit surrealist. This one is, as you can tell by the title and the picture, is about a group of nuns and their sexual repression, and just that's about it plot-wise. how they sort of live their life. It's a bit of a non-exploitation film. It's very good. She's very sexy, quite explicit in parts. Usual quality Arrow booklet, and it's got the, as always, reversible artwork. But yeah, I enjoyed that. It wouldn't be to everybody's taste, but I enjoyed that. Poor Things, the Oscar-winning film by, I can never remember his name, Yorgos Lanthimos, starring Emma Stone and Mark Ruffalo and Willem Dafoe. So, Emma Stone is a character who initially we believe to be the daughter of this scientist played by Willem Dafoe. She allegedly had a accident that left her brain damaged, and she was sort of physically growing at normal speed, but her brain was retarded, basically, and she was still a child inside. And it follows her as she sort of grows up mentally to match her physical age, which she's doing in, much faster than normal. And throughout the film, you see her develop and become more human, if you like. Human's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. More adult. She discovers sex. She uses sex. She in various formats. She goes off travelling, and it's a story of her adventures. And we learn more about what happened to her, etc. during the film. Fantastic performances all round. Emma Stone, amazing in it. Very stylised, as you would expect from Yorgos. I absolutely loved this film. I gave it 5 out of 5. I thought it was fantastic. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Don't need to say too much about this. I thought it was brilliant. I enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed the first 2 Guardians films. Yeah, basically. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. So I ordered this a year or so ago when I watched the Blu-ray box set of all the Resident Evil Milla Jovovich films. Got this for completeness. My intention was to do a ranking of them, however it's been so long that I've sort of forgotten the order that I liked the others. I might be able to work it out and do it. But this was okay, but it's nowhere near as good as even the worst of the Milla Jovovich ones. It just lacked, I don't know what it lacked, but it lacked it. It just didn't quite work. There were some good moments. I don't think there was enough of the zombies, for want of a better phrase. Yeah, it was fine, but it just lacked that certain something. And then finally, so I did an unboxing of these when I bought them. These are the steelbook, 4K steelbooks of Purple Rain. So that's the standard one, and that was the HMV exclusive one. I don't have a 4K player, or 4K telly, but these have also got the Blu-rays in them. Although the Blu-rays are identical to the Blu-ray I already have, because I don't like to buy things and then not watch them or listen to them or what have you, I still put these in my to watch pile. So what I did was I watched the film on that one, and then I watched the extras, including the commentary, on that one. So I have watched them both. So the film is one of my favourite films. Is it one of the greatest films ever made? No. Is the dialogue terrible at times? Yes. Is some of the acting terrible at times? Yes. Not from Prince, not from Morris, not from any of the leads, but some of the supporting characters, the acting's not great. You know, mainly I'll say mainly the musicians, the non-actors, but actually Olga Karlatos, however you say her surname, who plays Prince's mum, I really don't like her acting in it, and she's a proper actress. But, you know, as a Prince fan, and it's one of the first Prince things. So Purple Rain was the first Prince album I bought, and not long after that I bought the film on VHS. And it's, you know, kind of what made me the big Prince fan that I am today. So I just absolutely love the film. The musical performances are just amazing in it. And it's sort of, given how cliched rock films or music films, biopics, it's not a biopic, but it's loosely based in part on his real life. But given how formulaic that sort of film is, this sort of set up that formula to a large extent. If you watched Eminem's 8 Mile straight after this, it would just be so familiar, it's unbelievable. Commentary's okay. It's the producer, the director, and the DP. There's some interesting bits on it, but it would be nice to have some input about the music. Then there's various documentaries about First Avenue, about the look of the show, of the film rather, about how the film came to be, which are fluff, but they're okay. There's MTV's footage of the premiere, which is very corny and very badly done. You know, it was live and wasn't very professionally done, but is interesting. And then there's all the relevant videos, music videos, so not just the Prince and Revolution tracks, but the Times tracks and Apollonia 6's track, some of which just use footage from the films, but some of which are exclusive. And the video for I Would Die For You, Baby I'm a Star is a complete live recording that's not available anywhere else and is absolutely amazing. But yeah, that's them. Okay, so that's it. That's what I've watched over the last month or so. As I say, apart from the TV shows that I'm ploughing through. But yes, hopefully next month I'll have some more to show you. Again, probably just be films and that sort of stuff. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.